Speaking of 69,
69, dude.
this woman injured her vagina having relations with 583 men.
Which one?
Ooh.
Let's see. Annie Knight being hospitalized after taking on 583 suitors in a day was not on my 2025 bingo card. Girl, you act like someone forced you to do this.
Yeah,
This was
right.
your own
You act-
choice.
Exactly, like you didn't.
Does she have a
literally-
filter on, or does her face just look like an
She's
alien?
like, and the dreaded ham sandwich next to me.
Oh my.
Yikes.
What an athlete.
For real though. It is an athlete type of thing. What are the comments saying? The fact that she seems to be proud to publicize that she ended up in the hospital for such a stupid stunt says a lot about her state of health. Very sad, actually. I imagine the hospital staff are having a good laugh behind your back. No, they've got to be professional.
Is she trying to pull a Bonnie Blue?
I think so. Now there's all this competition for who can
That's-
take the most suitors.
Well, there was that one girl. Bonnie Blue and her did a thing where they did like, I don't know, it was like 100 guys in their ass in a row, and like the one chick like immediately after was like, "Here I am in the hospital having my bum like taken care of."
I saw that.
No, no.
Like, okay.
I did see that.
I couldn't.
Mm.
And then
never.
in one of the ones, she was like, "This isn't even the first time I've had to do this either."
Yes.
It's like,
Women do not. You get one butthole in this lifetime. Take care of it, okay? It's people, right? People are not afraid of having forever butthole issues.
Yeah. Anal, but
You're going to turn your butthole into a doggy door. You know, it's going to just be flapping back
inside
and
out.
forth.
it takes a lot of trust to have good anal and a lot of lube.
What else
But
do we need?
I
You
wouldn't
need to
know. That's
not eat.
that's an exit.
you know,
not
I will say there
not
was
an
this.
entrance.
Yes,
There's
Kim,
this
tell us
tiny-
about your anal adventure.
There was this tiny little brunch spot in San Francisco by where I used to live, and it was run by
where's this going?
It was run by this drag queen who would like, it was literally the size of like a living room, and there was like 3 or 4 tables, and the drag queen would serve everyone himself. And there was this, I like went there by accident on a date. Like it was kind of funny. We were just looking for a local place, and we just stumbled upon this like tranny bar. Anyway, so we're going in, we're having brunch, and this group of girls next to us is like belligerently drunk off of the mimosas, which are poured way too strong.
Oof,
And they're like pestering this tranny about his ass exercises, because, and I will admit, the tranny did have a pretty spectacular ass. An exercise. We were and just kept pestering, "How does your ass look so nice? How does your ass look so nice?" And finally the tranny comes out and he's like, "You want to know my exercise routine?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, I do lots of squats, I do some of these with the weights, and I do lots of anal."
Oh. I mean, that's just thrusting. It does not necessarily. Is he a giver or a taker?
Taker for sure.
yeah, sounds like that.
Taker for sure. And like he was like, "What? You asked?" Like me and this I never saw this guy again. We were both so mortified. This was a mistake. Every part of this was a mistake. It's time to leave.
I take it back. I take it back.
Because you can tighten, other holes. You cannot. There's no like beagles. There's no butthole kegels.
No.
Butthole reconstruction.
I'm doing them
surgery.
right now. What are you talking about?
Very
doing
sad.
beagles right now.
I'm just kidding.
Awkward.
I'm so no. I thank God every day that is not something that Frank is interested in, because I just it only really happened with one person who didn't have a lot going on downstairs, luckily. So I was just like, all right, sure, run around, whatever. I can't feel a thing. Have at it, sir.
That was so
You're gonna
sweet of
break
you,
up
Chrissie.
anyway. It was. I'm really that relationship was really more like community service than anything else. I felt like I was giving back to the community
Mhm.
because I just was like, ugh, you're really quite more of a charity case.
Because he was not well endowed. Were you like, a sphincter says what?
It just, it was not good. It was not good. I find like the degree to which I try to be more clean, it actually makes it
Where
more
am
funny.
I?
Yeah. Back for adventures.
It's a series.
OnlyFans Annie Knight gives update amid hospitalization after sleeping with why 583 men
In 6 hours.
6 hours.
Wait,
Who's good at
divide
math?
that.
How many is that?
I missed the 6 hours part.
I'm not good at math, but I've got
Hold
a
on.
calculator.
Let's do that. Let's break this down.
Wait, Bonnie Blue ended up in the hospital too after her 1,000 men in a day.
I would
she?
imagine.
What did she need fixed? Okay, so that's 97.16 men per hour. Divide that by 60 minutes in an hour. That's basically 1.6 guys a minute.
Wow.
Is it
1.6
gangbangs?
I mean, it's gotta just be like a dip and get out of there. How do you have
Who
time?
would sign up for that? I mean, like,
Yeah, like one stroke.
Strip clubs
you
is bad
get-
enough. Like, you're literally just gonna
It's-
slip it in and take it out.
Basically, like each man gets 30 to 45 seconds.
I mean, like, all of this makes me sick, but like, this is just so stupid.
I can't imagine being a guy though. Like, how do you even get it up with there's so many dudes around?
All right,
You know what
look,
I mean?
Fealty is the only man. Well, he's a producer. He's lurking in the background. Fealty, if you want to jump on and walk us through the male mind and what would bring a man to sign up for this, to be one of the 583 men.
What do you talk about in that line?
Yeah.
I honestly, I have no clue. I would never do the 583 guys. I'm gonna be one of them. There's no winner there. Maybe the first guy in there is the only winner, but after that, that's
Yeah.
582 losers. I wouldn't do it. I mean, maybe they have a thing where they want to feel like they're in competition. I mean, guys like competition,
Okay.
so maybe it's that.
You're literally
Or-
at the deli counter, like take a number, and then you have to sit there and wait and be like, I'll have the old butthole. Like I guess I'll have what he's having. Butthole on rye.
And
Like,
what's
they're
the
not cleaning
cleanup
her up
like?
in between. There's no way.
No, you're just getting in there with all those juices.
And Fealty, even if you are the first guy, you're just the first guy of that day or even that session. She could have been with a dozen just before. So I don't know.
And also, I
just
mean,
don't know. I don't know. I don't
preparation.
even the thinking that you are in any way special if you're the first dude. I don't get that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Jason
but guys do it all the time, right? I mean, I've known many guys who they'll see a girl who have been with a lot of people and they'll think that, oh, but this time it's going to be different. Like, and same thing, girls do it too. They'll get with a guy who gets with a lot of girls and they're like, I could fix him. It doesn't turn out well, so I don't know. I would never do that. I mean, just being in a room with 582 other guys and you have to be prepared for when you're getting in there. So you have to already be working up to the moment before you go in there.
Right, because you get 30 seconds.
Do you think they have a fluffer?
582 people?
There must be.
I mean, she's
Going around
doing it.
doing foreplay for you. But there's so many guys involuntarily not having sex. What if this is all just community service?
Right?
Like when a man has sex, he's able to like flourish in his life. So like with Bonnie Blue, she's really making all these men get a nut in real quick and then they can move on with their lives and like
but they can
do great things.
They could handle themselves. They could like
let's forget about the
so much
psychological
better
porn
to be
addiction.
like guy number 300 than it is to just right hand it for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, Pamela Henderson has been great to me. She's a lovely friend.
I'm just picturing a wig on your right hand, like
like Cartman in South Park with Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Taco burrito.
Taco burrito. Oof. She says it's sort of gotten to the point now where I think my body has gone. hey, high cortisol, can't function, basically making my endometriosis, I don't even know what that is, worse, as well as the hormonal imbalances that cause
Heavy back
irregular
kiddos.
and heavy periods. Yikes. So unfortunately, I've been dealing with that since. The event was quite stressful.
Okay, chill out. Like, no one forced you to be there, sweetie. Like,
Right, because
this
she
is your
bought
choice.
her dream house and was simultaneously organizing the challenge. In all her videos, she's very honest about the fact that she's feeling fine before, during, and after. So the actual physical side of the challenge wasn't much of the problem. It's more like the after effects, I guess, the amount of stress I put on myself. No, it's probably mentally horrible on you, and it's probably also physically horrible on you, but I don't think she can admit to it because in the business she's in, when you're selling this, it's like you're selling the enthusiasm for what you're doing, not just the physical act, right? So
Mhm.
if a guy's fantasy is like, wow, I just want to be with someone who's like, "Ah," like all they want is to be just like used and abused, then it's gonna ruin the fantasy if you're like, I threw my back out. It's these guys suck. I had no fun. I'm thirsty. I chipped a
Yeah.
nail.
I don't know. I just feel like she knew exactly what she was getting into. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think it's very smart to go, even like for porn stars who go back and say, "Oh my gosh, I regret it so much. I regret that." I'm like, you were an adult and you
Yeah.
chose to do that. Like, you can't say people took advantage of you. You signed contracts, like you went on the thing, you did it. I
Mhm.
feel like it's just like trying to get that attention later and victimize yourself. You're playing the victim role. But
Yeah. It's like you're having it both ways. Like you get to be have all the benefits that come with that, right? And whatever
yeah,
guys that have that fantasy, they're going to buy like I don't know, purchase footage or whatever, sign up to be part of it. And then you can be after the fact like, "Oh my god, this was such an ordeal." And then you get the guys that are, "Oh, let me come in. I can fix her. I'll rescue you. Come talk to
mhm.
me."
Like Mia
mm-mm.
Khalifa, didn't Mia Khalifa say like she regrets everything and she hates the
Yes.
porn industry? And I'm like, you still have an influence and you make money off the internet from
Right.
Hey, I have
that.
a question. Could you
Yes.
imagine what the room smelled like?
It smells. Everyone knows that smell. It's just a lot of it.
Oof.
Times 583.
Yikes! Oh, it's gonna smell like a glue factory in there. Yeah, you're gonna need to have windows open, fans going.
This is a new
Lot.
slime ingredient.
I would have to be like, these trash cans got to be taken out every 15 minutes.
Woof.
Yick, yick, yick.
Woof.
I'm not doing well. I've been bleeding a lot since the challenge. Definitely a bit raw down there, and I did get a small cut. Oh my god, that's
Anal
horrible.
fissure?
This is how you get AIDS, people. This is how you get monkeypox.
And anal fissures.
Yeah. Fissures
And
of
and
men.
what? An anal what?
Fissures.
What are
Fissure.
those? Is that like a cut in
fissure.
your anal?
Yep, it's like a cut in your beehole.
Oof.
And it turns into like a really nasty infection.
Ew.
Can be
Oh,
very deadly too.
why did I not know about those?
Fissures? Yes, you should know about fissures, Violet.
I practiced.
Look it up on Google Images.
No.
Let's see. No, I'm not putting that on my search
I've learned to not
history.
just look things up that like might traumatize me.
Ew.
You can't go back.
I'll definitely survive, but it is quite painful and unpleasant at the moment. Wow, she broke her own record. Before that, the most she did was 24 in a day. So now this is just really a competition, like between all these girls.
Yeah, it is.
She said the men were
sad.
really great, and she even had some reach out to her afterwards to express their appreciation. So yeah, you're probably right, Violet. It is probably a lot of guys that this was their only chance at having sex with like a physical.
We live in
breathing
such a
woman.
like hard ratio for men. Like women have really high standards these days. And like if you're a man who's like a truck driver, like women are like, oh, not good enough.
Truck drivers are hot. My dad
They
was a
make a
truck
lot of
driver.
money.
too. But a girl wants a guy with like making $600K a month. don't know, month,
The-
a year
I
at
don't
least.
think there are a lot of girls that actually feel that way. I think the internet makes men think that a lot of women want that. I think that's very unrealistic.
Yeah, I think I just see those videos a lot, and especially like in Miami. Oh my gosh, people in Miami are very materialistic. They
Certainly in those kinds of cities, like definitely like New York or LA or Miami, you're gonna find more of those kinds of women. But I just don't think that most women are like that. I think most women just like if you're funny and you have a job, great. Like let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's make it work.
That's so true. I think most women are like that too. But in the cities, and then people who are like glued to their phones on social
Right.
media, they get this
Right.
idea about what they want. And then men are just, yeah, I just think there's a weird ratio right now between men and women. Women are all over TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Like there's definitely a percentage of guys who are like womanizing and they only want to be with the very top 2% of
Mm,
chicks, like
What I
best
find
looking,
interesting is
hottest,
like
whatever.
when men post a girl with no makeup on, and they're like, "This is what men prefer," and like next to some girl that's got like full glam on, obviously going to some sort of event,
mhm.
and it's like, no, you don't, because I guarantee you, if you saw that girl in full glam out and about, you'd be like, damn.
It's
Like,
true.
The double standard is so real when it comes to that. It's like, yeah, sure, you'd love to see your girl all nice and natural, but if you saw that out on the street, you'd be like, "What's up, girl? What's up?"
It's true. And like I think a lot of men don't they want a more kind of natural look. And they'll also post photos and be like, "Oh, why can't you girls look like this? She's got no makeup on." And then you break it down. You're like, "No, she definitely has makeup on. It's just more of like a natural look." But what I should do is
Yeah.
just post photos of me on any random day, and I'll be like, "This is keeping it so real." Like literally, my hair was up in a bun all day. This is like it was. I was in the pool today. I didn't shower. This is all a mirage.
You look great though. How do you
Yeah.
do it?
Thank you. I don't know. This actually looks. My hair is curlier and better now out of a pool than when I try to do it. So this is my new beauty
I
regimen.
love that.
Just
You're
stick
like a
my head in the
mermaid.
pool.
I was about to say, you look like Ariel.
Ah, thanks, guys. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes I'll
Ashton,
go out with like a light makeup look, and then people will comment and be like, "Oh, I love your no makeup. Love you without makeup." I'm like, I
I
don't
see
know what you're talking about.
tutorials too of girls doing like a no makeup look, and it takes so long for them
Yeah.
to look like that.
it's concealer, it's a foundation, it's mascara, and it's
A little
like
bit
a
of
lip
brow
gloss.
fill in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I always try to go for a no makeup look, and then I just keep going, and I'm like full face.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just keep
okay, that
going.
failed.
You're like, and you're like, why don't I just look better? I'll just keep going.
Exactly.
Ashton just messaged me on Twitter. Can you Botox a butthole? I mean, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you
Botox a butthole. That would probably be good for anal. It
It would
relaxes the
numb it.
muscle.
Yeah, numb it. You wouldn't feel it.
And not good for shitting though.
Yeah, you couldn't push. Your sphincter wouldn't work.
I don't want my butthole looking better than my face, so I wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
I
Some
wouldn't want
girls are
somebody-
like dyeing their pussy pink. Like
what?
literally
Isn't it-
hot pink. Like,
Isn't it already?
at least
Oh.
that's what I hear. They're like dyeing it pink.
That can't be good.
Yeah.
So we've gone from anal bleaching to now puss dyeing. Like literally dipping it like an egg. You like an Easter egg, like just dipping it into a little
I'm not sure the
mug.
process, but
I would go in there and be like, can I get the tie-dye?
yeah.
Oh
tie-dye.
my
I want
God.
violet, please.
All of this is making me realize I've been ignoring I haven't colored anything down there.
No.
Ashton says I've never done anal. It sounds painful. It
Anal?
is if you're with someone who's got something going on down there. Russell Hall for 2. She made them wear condoms. Remember the aftermath. Ugh. Icky. Oh, Ashton, I sent you the link if you want to just come on. Thank you for the 5. Imagine if all the porn stars agreed to bang an incel just once. It could change their world. There'd be
Aw.
world peace. I don't know about that. It's a nice idea, though.
That sounds like a good song.
Yeah. Bang a dude, make it a better place.
Pass
For you
the-
and for me and the incel human race. There are
Great.
men jerking off in their basements by themselves. Bang
No,
a dude for you and for me.
So good.
that
Ask
was
pennies.
some good freestyle.
I'll have to write some better lyrics. Ask pennies for 5, or what is this, Canada dollars? Average peen size is 5, multiplied by 2. 1 thrust in, 1 out, multiplied by 583. That's 5,380 inches. That's roughly 1.35 football fields of penis. Wow, that's some
That's some
dick
math
math.
I could have done without
Yeah.
knowing.
Thick math.
Oh my god, that's too many. I mean, I'm now visualizing them all just laid down in one big.
I know.
long line.
That's what I immediately like. Flesh on turf.
Yeah. Like, where did all you little guys come from? Where you gotta find your owners? Like, are you thirsty? I'll just put out a little pot of water for them. Russell Hall, what's the point of a butthole with no wrinkles? I don't know. So if you want to go, hey, that's a pretty good.
We'll find out.
Hole. Yeah. For the same reason people don't want wrinkles in other places. I don't know. This is not what I meant to make the whole show about, but here we are. Okay, so let's move on from Annie Knight. Moral of the story is just find one person you really, really love, and then you can do all the things with them.
Yes.
And you won't have to worry about your butthole turning into a doggy door. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.